Good morning and welcome to the Backpacktrader training room for Wednesday, May the 3rd, 2023. I'll remind everyone that this room is for educational and information purposes only. It is not to be considered individual financial advice. Trading of this type carries substantial risks and should only be attempted with funds that you can afford to lose. In other words, funds you can afford to do without. The slide with that is on my network drive that I haven't gotten back up and running this morning because we had about an hour and a half power failure last night, so I've got to get things sorted back out. Good morning, Arizona Bob. Good morning, Miles. All right. Crude oil. While we've got a couple of minutes. First trade was the short at 5 seconds after 9. Plenty of time to get in that. Didn't quite get to target, or to money management rather. Money management down here at 69.10. Came back. We got a new long setup at 69.41. So that will stop and reverse adjust to 69.43. We pick up money management at 69.59 and target at 69.61. for 18 ticks, and then we come back and stop out at 69.44, our adjusted break-even stop. So one and done session, not huge, but positive nonetheless. Be prepared for some sideways action today. This is Fed day. Unleaded. Pick up 901.46. We get a long 797. That one hits target 1. So target 1 traders pick up 58 ticks there. Trail out at 807. for 10 ticks, so 68 ticks, one and done for target 1. Target 2 traders picked up a partial of 20 ticks. So target 2 traders then pick up long trade at 773. Goes through money management at 814. Hits target 2 for 71 ticks at 844. And we trail all the way up to 849 for 76 ticks. So 147 on that trade, 20 on the prior trade, 167 ticks this morning. POQ, and we are now in our 9:30 session. We have an oversold reading over here. Oh no, it's canceled. No. Yes, it's canceled by an overbought reading right there. Just barely over 0.035. Sets up the short couple of pre-market shorts. But we have no overbought or oversold readings, so the only thing we can get right now is trades off of the EMAs, and the Russell picking up a long trade. That's a big trade. But we definitely get in looking at the wick here a couple of bars later. Money management and trailing. This is 4.2 to target 2. I would take that, as we're normally $2.7 to target 3. So target 2 winner, trailing at 48.9. Soybeans with a long setup at 14.02 flat. And it's going to make her a liar out of me and move quickly this morning. Nothing yet on the pound Aussie. Unleaded is done. 1 and done for target 1, 2 and done. For target 2. 49.4 for the micro Russell stop. Hitting target 3. 4.2 and 5.7 points so far. 9.9 points. Micro NQ in a pre-market short trade that will be get in sync at 4 minutes after the, actually we are just in the time frame of our and there micro NQ is short now. Micro Russell stopped out 49.4 from an entry at 46.6. .8 points times, let's see, 1 position. So good solid win this morning there. And the YM heading down. Micro NQ looks like it's trying to head back up. Long setup. That will take stop and reverse at the full stop at excuse me, 17.25, but it survives. Stop and reverse still valid. And we have a potential short now on soybeans. Actually, did they? It looks like we touched the entry on soybeans, so we actually are long. So that would be a stop and reverse then at 98.5 at the full stop, but still currently long. Still surviving the micro NQ, micro Russell with a new long trade, and a long trade on the YM that's heading the wrong direction. And the YM trade stops out. Micro Russell is taking some heat. Good morning, Pamela. If you joined us a little bit late, crude oil was, let's see, what did we lose there? 24 to 43, it's 38 ticks. We picked up 18, so we're still down 19. We're still down 19 ticks. So we're looking for new trades, or we're looking for new trades there. So then you pick up the short for trade number 3 and pick up 11 and 18, getting us a plus 10 for the 3 trade sequence and POQ. All right, and it looks like we finally did trigger short on the soybeans. So we take a full 14 tick risk, 52 tick loss, and we're short from 98 and a half. And so that's going to push our money management down to 97, and target 2 will be our first actionable target. 2 positions at 96 and a quarter. And a short trade on the the YM that also goes for a full stop out. The Russell getting target 1 for money management, and looks like we 51.2 for the break-even stop. Still holding so far. And we do get target 2 on our soybeans trade. So 2 positions come off for 9 ticks each. That's 18. We were down 56, so that puts us down 38. Target 3 is worth 16. Russell with win number 2 to target 3. 2.7 points. Crossover filter keeping us out of that long trade on the YM. We should start trailing the Micro Russell at the close of this bar. And looks like target 3 on the, yes, target 3 on soybeans for 16 ticks, so we're down 22. Our stop still at 98 and a quarter. That's adjusted for the stop and reverse. And the Russell stops out at the break-even stop. After getting a target 3. And I would say that's going to be a just 14 seconds to go all the way back up there. I'd say this was likely not tradable. So we have 2 wins. We pick up, nope, that's too early. Yeah, that's right on our start time. So 2 wins and an avoided short. New long on the YM. That's a little bit too much of a stretch, I would say, to get up above the 50 EMA. Because it did touch the entry and the stop on the same bar, that trade is not being tracked, and we're assuming that to be not tradable. Good morning, Aaron. Okay, this is a valid long trade on the micro NQ because we were watching that. It came down, hit the stop first, then came back up and hit the entry. So this is a valid trade. Stop and reverse from 17 1/4, which was the full stop on the short. So long on the micro NQ, and the YM taking heat. Big up and down swing this morning on soybeans. No trades on that, even though that was in pre-market. Third long trade on the Russell gave you time to get in. 54.1, pushed up, came back and pushed up again, and there's a third chance to get in. And yet another long on the YM. Full stop out on the small one. Soybeans stop still at break even because of the stop and reverse adjust, 98 1/4. No 10 a.m. crude session this morning. We do have a crude inventory report today, although that could also be affected by the fact that the Fed statement should come out today. Fed meeting today, and statement should come out around at 2 o'clock this afternoon, 2 o'clock Eastern time. Followed shortly thereafter by a press conference. Okay, another larger than normal trade. This one's still 3.3 to target 2 versus a normal 2.7 to target 3. So I would bring my targets down to 2 and 3 again. But now cutting the risks to 53.3 in trail mode already. And there's target 1 giving us break-even stop at 54.2. So far it's going to stay there, but we'll see. This on the Russell here, this is a micro Russell chart. This is using the catapult strategy, and it's a 1.5 point or 15 tick custom Renko brick with a 0.5 point or 5 tick offset. Yeah, I'm not using CPX2, I'm using full counterpunch, but that soybeans is my only counterpunch chart, Robert, over here in the bottom right. All right, Russell to 54.4 for the stop, and there's target 2. That would be a third winner. And getting very close to a 4. There's target 3. 55.9. Russell doing very well this morning. That's 3 wins. YM did ultimately trigger into the long and now is going through target 2. 26 tick target 1 and trailing now at looks like 763. 57.9 for the Russell, going through all 4 targets. Micro NQ, even though it's showing not tracking, we're actually in the long trade. That is, it was a valid trade. All right, soybean stop looked like it's come down a tick to 98 even, 98 flat. So trailing on soybeans after a full loss and two positions at target 2 and a target 3. We're currently down 22 ticks. And we have 1 tick in hand on the trailer at the moment. And YM stopped to 768. Micro NQ with a reversing bar, that is a 12 point or 48 tick Renko brick, also catapult, 12 point brick, 3 point offset, or 48 tick brick with a 12 tick offset. And looks like, and there is target 1, so that will bring bring us to break even at actually at 1750 because we did adjust for the stop and reverse. 217.50 for our stop. Looks like we'll start trailing on the next bar. But we got to get up there first. And Russell stopping out. Looks like right at just above target 4, 59.9. Target 4 was 59.8. So that would be 5.8 points on the trailer. 3.3 and 4.5 on the targets. All right, YM, our stop is at 792. Crossover filter filtering the short trade out. So 792 from 761 is 31. Mitigation of our three full losses. And we did stop out at 92. So we got 31 ticks on the trailer and 26 on target for 57. Still, I'm sure, negative. Let's see. First trade was a 43 tick risk, so that's, yeah, it's an 86 tick loss. Second trade was, actually that was a stop and reverse, so it wasn't quite 86. Entry at 22, yeah, it would have been 719 for the short entry. Yeah, yeah, short entry would have been the full stop, so 86 tick loss. And 19, and then we do take a full loss. 19 to 66 is 47. That was a 3 tick stop and reverse adjustment. So that's another 94 ticks on top of the 86, and we're down 180. And that's after just those two, and we can take another 36. So we're down 216. Pick up 56. Or I'm sorry. 57. So down 149. 159, excuse me. All right, the micro NQ still live. Nothing from the pound Aussie this morning. Looks like we're down to 37 3/4 for the soybean stop. So that's 2 ticks in hand. I need 21 more ticks on the trailer to get us to POQ. I've mentioned counterpunch on soybeans, catapult on the micro Russell and the micro NQ. The rest of the charts I've had up this morning: pound Aussie, the YM, crude, and unleaded are all on spotlight. All right, micro NQ is the only active trade right now, other than soybeans. Still no overbought or oversold readings on the pound Aussies, so I don't see any likelihood of a trade off of the moving averages at all right now. Seems to be oscillating back and forth across the 50 EMA and 20 SMA. There's a 200. I expect it's down below us. Yeah, there's the 200 down below us. Micro NQ seeming to try to get organized for a push. Looking for target 2 at 245 1/4. And the soy and YM with a new long trade, 816 it looks like. Yes, 816 for the entry. And soybeans pushing down to 96 and 1/2. And we are at 10 o'clock. $95.75 for soybeans. That's 11 ticks now. Need 12 more. So we're going to need to get down to 92.75 to get POQ on this trade. Power of quitting, that is. That will put us positive for the two trades. Stop on the MNQ should be 22 or 220 flat, and stopping out for a small partial. And the YM stopping and reversing. Stop and reverse would be 787. And I think I would take that to 786. Yeah. Yeah, I would probably have taken that to 784 and still would have triggered short. So that is trade number. This is the last trade of the session. On the YM. So we have one loss and a small partial profit on the micro NQ. 3 solid winning trades on micro Russell. Soybeans stop at 395 even. 1 tick below right now. And can it survive? And no, it cannot. So we get 98.25. Now 98.50 to 95. So that's 14 ticks of our 22, so we're down 8. And now we have a new long trade. Are we going to bounce? Target is 10 ticks, so if we get to target 1, we will be positive. Got to push through the 20 SMA to get there. The trend indicator is red at the moment, but that's the 20 simple moving average. Short trade on the micro NQ. And another full stop out on the YM. And that ends the session for the YM. Nasty one today. And here we go again with the Russell and the MNQ going in diverging trades. Long on the micro Russell, short on the micro NQ. Soybeans did trigger along. We now have an overbought reading on the pound Aussie. And another down bar here, getting below the balance line, would give us a short trade. We need to go 2 ticks beyond target 1 for break even on the Russell. So we need 59.5 to come to break even. There's target 1, not quite 50. Yeah, we still need another tick. There's money management. So stop comes to 58.2. Looking for target 3. Yep, Russell stopped to 58.2. Russell progressing, as is the micro NQs. The chart's diverging right now, and they almost look like inverses of each other. Micro Russell pushing up toward the session high it set off the last upward move, and the MNQ pushing down off of its session high. And there is target 1, break even stop on the micro NQ, 210.5, and Russell stops out for break even. So that is trade number 4. With a break even, we can take 1 more win or up to 2 more trades. And the next trade is a short. Key level adjustment down to 55.9. Setup would have been 56.1 without the key level. So we need 54.5 for money management on this one. Interesting. Micro NQ looks like it's trying to push upward, and the YM and the Russell are pushing down. And money management on the Russell, so this will be at least a break even. 55.8 for the stop. Look, and there's target 3, so this is the last trade of the session. Fourth winner. Okay, we got proximity to probably, let's see, 80.30. So the exhaustion dots would be 81. Yeah, we're in proximity to both the 20 and the 50, so we'll get a yellow, should get a yellow trade if we get an up close on the pound Aussie. And the Russell stops out for a small trailer at 55.6, and that ends the Russell session. Micro NQ with a break even, 210.5. And it is about time to shut it down for the morning. We've got the crude oil inventory report coming up in about 14 minutes. Or actually a little less than that. So I am going to shut this one down for the morning. Looks like we just barely missed our target 1 on soybeans by 1 tick. Yeah. We'll have to revisit that tomorrow to see if we got there or not. All right, so I will see everybody back in around 10 or 11 minutes. We'll look for the crude oil inventory report and start looking for trades at 2 minutes after. See you again shortly.